Hi Gemini, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to your Love Bite. Gemini, let's see what are the messages for you now. And a warm welcome back to all my subscribers. Welcome in newcomers. Gemini Spirit. Alright, Gems, 3 cards for the first person and 3 cards for the other person. For the first person, I have the 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Second person, 10 of Swords, Hierophant, and the Devil. Okay, mutual energies. 10 of Pentacles, Star card, and the 6 of Pentacles. Bottom of my deck, I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So things could be stagnant right now in this connection. Stagnancy has only grown from what I'm seeing. So one person here says, I'm not even hurting over them anymore. I've spent all this time healing my own broken heart. The blindfold is off. I'm not stuck on them. I've accepted, they were not there to have this partnership with me. So I'm healing myself. The other person is devastated. They're going through the dark night of the soul. I think they want this commitment now. They're angry, they're upset, they're losing hope that they can have this because now they desperately want it. They want to end the stagnation. So let's see what's going to happen. Gemini, let's start with some dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then we'll do the clarification and also then your mutual energies. So, Spirit, tell me, Gemini and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Gemini and their person, Spirit. All right. Let's take a few more from another deck. Gemini and their person, Spirit. And a few more from a third deck, Gemini, and then we'll start the reading. Gemini and their person, Spirit. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Gemini, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, I don't like it when you ignore me. I have inner childhood wounds. I want to hold you. I show off on social media for you. Though we cannot meet or see each other, still I love you more every day. My heart belongs to you for eternity. I was stuck in my pride and my ego and feeling very frustrated and foolish. I know that my behavior has really disappointed you, but I'm even more annoyed with myself. I would wait for eternity to be with you. I'll never let you go. You are my one true love. I've been waiting a lifetime for you. Will you wait for me? Let me start over with you. How do I approach you now after all this time? I'm sending you messages through lyrics of songs. All right, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with your storyline, Gemini, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on you, person A. And then we'll move to the other line. The newcomers, please remember, these are not gender-based. You could be either one of them if this is your reading. So person A says, yeah, I've become more spiritual now. I'm listening to my intuition. I know that it's time. Everything has a time. Like you can't keep something in the freezer for too long and not expect it to go bad. It's like, yes, this connection has been on standby for too long. And my intuition tells me that maybe it's time now to get rid of it, kind of I don't want to keep dealing with somebody who's continuing to play mind games with me and continuing to play the ego game with me and their pride and their ego. And it obviously means, by now I've understood that it obviously means that they don't want to have anything long term with me. Why else would they continue to behave this way, right? Rude and mean and controlling and making me feel I'm not good enough. It's the writing on the wall. They're not interested in having anything stable, or they don't see me as a lifelong partner. So best I take back my power, because I was not happy with this kind of a situation. The blindfold is off. I'm cutting those chains which were keeping me stuck and chained and bound to this connection. I'm not waiting around for them anymore. I'm done keeping myself isolated and wondering and, being subject to their bad behavior. I'm getting myself out of these drab, grey, dark energy that I've been in. I'm getting myself out there, and I'm going to go out there and shine. I'm going to go and get my own victory and success. I'm going to go towards my own dreams and wishes, make all my own plans, because I have to accept this was not my soulmate. It's over. I think person A has given up the fight. It's like it's over. It's fine. I don't need to fight for this connection anymore, because I need to get unstuck from this so that I can move on, right? And move towards something else. Why should I keep on, looking behind my back or spying on them or waiting for them? And I obviously know that if till now something has not manifested, then it's never going to. They're still sitting in their ego, they're still sitting in their pride, they're still not, doing right by me. So I think person A has accepted and put a full stop on this connection now. Yeah, because they felt I'm not being valued. They don't see me, they don't respect me, they don't see me as a loving partner that they'd want for the rest of their life. So I don't want to deal with somebody who just comes in for passion and nothing else. This person is immature, behaving immaturely. Maybe they are just a player or something. Best that I trust the universe and I move on towards something fresh and brand new. Maybe in the future, I can have a stable brand new start with somebody else. And they're only doing it, I think they're only saying all this because I think they lost hope in this connection. They got frustrated waiting. Okay, so person B, what about you? Person B is going through the dark night of the soul now. Why? Because they're trying to figure out now, I do choose them. Now I've made up my mind. I do choose their direction now. Now I'm devastated because I don't know how to go back and unbreak their heart. I think person B does want to rebuild. They want to rebuild. They want to have commitment. Tell me about the Hierophant. Hierophant. But they're feeling blocked now. They're feeling blocked. They're feeling blocked because they feel now they won't be forgiven. They won't be forgiven, and that thought is not making them feel happy at all. They feel none of my dreams and wishes will come true here. They feel foolish, I think, because when they had a chance, they never, I think, put in any energy, effort into this connection. I think now they want to, but the anger, fear, frustration is that what if the other person doesn't want me in their life anymore? What if they've already accepted the ending or ended things with me? How do I now get a chance to tell them? It's like, what if they don't even want me back anymore? Not after the way I treated them. So tell me about the Tower. What's the fear, anger, frustration about? What's the devil? Because person A has gone silent. Maybe person A, you were the one who was always making the effort, reaching out, chatting with them, talking to them. But now they feel, oh, they don't want to work with me anymore. They've gone still, they've gone silent, they've cut me out of their life. They've gone silent on me. So they feel devastated because now there is no avenue open to them to even try and go back and end the fight or whatever they created. They feel person A is very happy in their own life. Look at them, they're looking so good, they're looking happy in their life. Maybe they have getting a lot of attention. That's why they're not messaging me anymore. It's making person B feel more and more angry at that. They feel insecure, they feel angry, they feel upset, they feel they won't get a second chance now. They've lost out on this opportunity to have a 10 of cups now. They're very burdened, very overwhelmed because they feel they are the ones who got dropped now. Okay, so mutual energies then for the first person. The first person says, well, I always wanted long-term commitment. I was always looking forward to something long-term. We could have been happy together, grown old together. In fact, I even waited for them. I, in fact, kept my life on hold. I was very patient. I was very patient till one day I realized that no, I have to shut this door once and for all because they're continuing their lying, cheating, sneaky behavior and they are continuously breaking my heart and making promises they don't intend to keep. So that's when I decided, okay, I'll shut the door. I have to accept I'm single. All this connection is giving me stress and anxiety and sleepless nights. So, well, maybe I think personally just lost hope. Again, I say that. Why? Because they feel their person was breadcrumbing them or not offering them a partnership or equal give and take. So, yeah, person A says, yeah, they always made me feel as if I was not good enough for them. They left me out in lack, they ignored me, they abandoned me as and when they wanted. So now I have to go and do right for myself. Okay, what about you, person B? Person B says, but I want commitment now. I see that we can have a happily ever after now, but very burdened, very overwhelmed because they don't know if the other person even loves them anymore or not. Now they're kicking themselves, they're angry at themselves because they know that when the person was giving them love, they took that person's love for granted. Maybe this person wasn't ready for commitment that time. Now they feel they lost out on their biggest wish. Yeah, they feel their person is out there, single, independent, has cut them out, and is probably in a passionate, brand new, chapter with somebody else. So somewhere they feel they've lost out on this partnership. Why? Six of Pentacles in reverse. Because maybe you guys had an argument or a fight, or no. I think this person is feeling frustrated because they're jealous. I think that they're just jealous and angry because they feel I lost out on something that could have been mine. They feel that they are the ones who got dropped. It's almost like they feel they're getting their karma for not making a choice earlier or something. So, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is person A who says, you know what, they were a liar, they were a cheat, they made promises they never kept, they were a heartbreaker, promise breaker, they never stepped up and took responsibility for their actions. And maybe this was just a karmic soulmate, and otherwise why would they have behaved like this? So person A is saying, I'm not allowing anyone to make me feel I'm not good enough. In fact, I'm not even, waiting for a message from them or messaging them anymore. I'm busy living my life. Busy living my life without the chaos, without the conflict, without having to compete for anyone's attention. Yes, I've already got 10 swords in my back from a person who I did love, but they continuously played hot and cold with me. It was like sometimes they would be nice, sometimes they would run away, sometimes this, sometimes that. So I figured they were not ready for a commitment. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Gemini. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste.